In the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Stanford Cardinals. This one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will have the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense getting set for first down. Fires to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Notre Dame's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Fighting off the defender. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yards. They get it to the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
Running back searching for a hole. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. Power football with the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this field.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Young. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point.
Turning it on! What a run! Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He's looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated well.
They'll try the right side. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off, the sack at the 20.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pressure coming. Lost, the defense is wide open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 50. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Black. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
That's caught. It's Young. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up
There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Right on target this time. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Markham. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Picks up the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it. Reading the defense. Everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here comes the heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, it Impressive, to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 12 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one, Kevin? Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really good.
It's a running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And some room to work. Oh, out of space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll try the run. Oh, better look out. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the other side.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Rides the back and leaves it. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical.
It's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy. 20 yards away. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge